course, living with that many people would, I would hope, means that, like, rent's relatively cheap. Alright, I got a book chapter and a recipe.
We're back.
Today was so much fun!
The landlords are staying here now. It's only supposed to be a short time, but there was black mold or something in their apartment. Oh. Oh, hey, welcome back.
Seems my timing could hardly have been better.
Huh?
Father?
Oh. I was gonna say, who that?
When did you get back? When only Klaus came to greet us, I assumed I wouldn't be seeing you while I was in Legram.
Fortunately, I was able to take some time away from my engagements to see you and your class. And while I was in town, I also had some business to attend to with the guild, which is what brings me here.
Yeah, living by yourself can get expensive. You can, it takes a lot of effort and luck, but you can find like a decent, cheap place. But you really have to like, because most of those places, I assume it tends to work in this pattern everywhere. The best deals for places, one, if there's an ad for it, it'll be up for like less than a day. And, but then the rest of them will just be unadvertised. You just have to like go by and like go ask a building manager, or they'll only have it on like the sign in front of the apartment building or something. This is vacancy, and they don't have a listing anywhere. So.
It does my heart good to see you again, Laura.
Laura's posture here makes this very awkward.
It seems you've grown since I last saw you.
Father, please don't treat me like a child. But it's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
Laura's dad seems cool. I was embarrassed, but I've rarely seen her so happy.
Ah, these must be your friends.
Right. These are my classmates from Class 7 and my partners in this field study.
Then let me welcome you to Legram. I'm Viscount Arcade, the ruling lord here. My daughter has told me all about you in her letters, so it's a pleasure to finally be able to put faces to the names.
This is delicious. Careful, Mainly. You're gonna drip sauce all over the table. So this is real Legram cuisine. I think I like everything on the table. You can say that again. This fatty meat has me thinking past seconds and all the way to the thirds. That's roast wild boar. It's been a staple in many local dishes for generations. Something troubling you, son of House of Alborea. You seem to have brought your worries to the table tonight, but not your appetite. Well, it's just that I know my family has been causing you a lot of trouble. See? Oh, that's just minor disagreements. You probably know it all too well. Conflicts over taxes among nobility are as sure as the rising of the sun. Something to be so concerned about. Thank you for your kind words. But come, tell me of your day. I hear you fought Klaus this afternoon, and emerged victorious at that. We did, though I did feel like he was holding back against us. Nonsense, my lady. You and your classmates fought with the boldness of young lions. I look forward to seeing you soar to even greater heights. Marvelous. I did have my hopes that you might choose to attend the girls' school in the capital. You seem to have made some excellent friends at Thor, so perhaps this is how things were meant to be. Laura. People may have missed a job. That stuff's always awkward. It's like, do you go and... Yeah, I don't know. Job shit's annoying. It's like, do you just go in, get certified for things, and then like make more money doing this, but then like you're just doing that forever? It's like, ugh. Like, what do you do? I can sense fear in your swordsmanship, Reen. What? Father? Sword Hermit, young Kafai. In addition to being your master and the founder of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, he's also a personal acquaintance of mine. In fact, I've requested a duel with him on numerous occasions. I see. If you'll forgive me for asking, who was the victor? The victor has yet to be decided. Pitting our respective philosophies against one another is such an engaging experience, we always lose track of time. I think there's a swordsman out there capable of fighting on equal terms with you. The world truly is a vast place. I hardly imagine what a duel like that would be like. But getting back to what I was saying, the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School draws its influence from elements of several other Eastern schools of swordsmanship. The style's philosophy has such depth that it's not difficult to see why one who masters it is known as a divine blade. But there's something about you, Reen, something that terrifies you so much that its mere shadow pins you in place. Plus doesn't get you much, but it opens the doors for other IT training positions. So this is the burden Reen carries. Seems like whatever happened in the old schoolhouse last month had something to do with it. Millie's like, what? What's happening? You have me at a loss. Never would have imagined you'd be able to tell so much about me so easily. Thanks to that, I've made up my mind. Oh? My lord, I ask of you, as a Radiant Blade Master, would you grant me the honor of a duel? That's where he went? Don't like construction, but it's good money. That's what other people I've known that worked in construction, they're like, I hate it. The people suck. It seems to be a magnet for, like, assholes and bigots. But it pays well.
Wow, this is mega cool!
Oh.
He's really gonna duel the Radiant Blade Master! But is he really strong enough to beat him?
And it's like constantly awkward because it's like you can't start shit at work if someone makes like really bad jokes or racist jokes. You just have to be like, ha ha ha. Because if you start shit, then you become unpopular and then it's just work politic bullshit.
He doesn't stand a chance. Receiving instruction from him would be one thing, but to duel a master like Viscount Arcade.
Looks like the odds aren't in his favor then.
Is he gonna transform
Reen,
willingly?
Please reconsider. You too, Father. Stop this nonsense.
Please, Laura, stay out of this.
This duel is between Reen and myself. Stand aside. Are you certain this is what you want?
No.
I am. It's an honor to have the opportunity to test my mettle against the renowned Radiant Blade Master. Thank you for accepting.
I admire your spirit.
Is he gonna pull out a sword that's bigger than Laura's?
Now, show me what a swordsman of the 8 Leaves is capable of.
That's a big briefcase. It's
What
like the size of Laura's and he one-hands it.
Whoa!
He can wield such a massive blade so deftly with just one hand?
God damn it.
Unbelievable.
That's Galan Charles, a great sword that's been passed down in the Arcade family for generations. It was once wielded by the ancestor of our house, the second in command of the Eisenritter.
I can sense incredible power within him. He may be even stronger than my master, which means that against him... Reen Schwarzer of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School, beginner rank. I stand ready.
Victor S. Arcade, master and successor of the Arcade School. Ready. Begin! Now, show me what you're capable of.
Surely I just lose. Oh, right, I'm an evasion tank. I forgot about that.
All right, let's do this! Go!
Oh, I do 0 damage.
You will not escape!
Too slow! Here we go!
What if I double motivate?
All right, let's do this!
Oh, Well, I don't have perfect evasion. Still do 0 damage.
Here we go.
This is just delaying the inevitable. I can't hurt him. I literally can't hurt him. I feel like there's gonna be a phase 2 because he's gonna transform. We're gonna do this again. This is what my thing is. I'm gonna save my CP.
Here we go. Not yet. Won't give up. Not yet.
No, I'm saving my CP.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I double strength buffed and I still did 0 damage.
Ouch!
This is why I tried to stop them.
I could barely even see what happened.
It's not like Reen is weak.
It's more that his opponent's strength is so far beyond his.
What are you doing? This duel is not yet over. To your feet, at once.
Father?
I know you're capable of more than this. But if you are still too afraid to assert your true strength, then I have no choice but to force your hand. Now, show me.
He disappeared?
No. Too slow.
Whoa!
This is...
Is this what Reen is afraid of?
Excellent. This is as it must be. This is the power that slumbers deep within you. As long as you continue to cower in the face of it, you'll remain forever at a standstill. I want to see your true
Oh, I lost all my
potential.
CP. Fucking lame. But I'm still evasion tank though. Alright, let's start with a chrono drive.
Now.
Oh, now I do damage.
Now. 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 Now.
You will not escape!
There. Now. 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 There. Now. Now. Now.
Kinda silly.
Now. 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 Now.
Do I do it now? I'm gonna do it now. 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 Now.
Impressive. But not enough to best me.
Oh, I lost my shiny.
Finish this! Radiant Phoenix Blast!
Oh. I wonder if it was possible to dodge that. Probably not.
Reen!
Reen! Wow! That duel was crazy!
Yeah, instead of 0 damage I hit, I was doing 1700s.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Though it all makes sense now. Why Reen asked the Viscount for a duel in the first place.
You fool. Were you shouldering such a burden alone all this time?
Are you all right, Reen?
Father, there was no need to go that far.
I'm fine. He
Can't
held
dodge
back.
S-crafts?
I admit defeat. I'm honored to have seen the Radiant Blademaster's signature technique.
I think you're finally starting to understand. What we call power is simply a measure of one's raw strength. Without knowing how to properly apply it, it has no real meaning.
Yeah, Millie.
However, when you deny the power you already possess, you're only shortchanging yourself.
You're right.
You not only cheated the game, but you cheated yourself.
I feel like I finally get what my master was trying to teach me about the laws of nature. But I'm afraid understanding that is only going to make me even more uncertain.
Reen.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. Stand up, dust yourself off, and step forward. Grapple with that fear each day if that's what it takes. Uncertainty weighs on the hearts of all people, but it's far preferable to standing still.
So were you if I could save the world.
The mist seems to have cleared. So, that's the Saint's castle. You can't come out right now. Someone might notice you.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. The Radiant Blade Master may be scarily perceptive, but I doubt he'll notice my little moonlit stroll.
Honestly.
Well, what do you think? I'm not sure how much we can count on the boy. It seems he's finally found what he needs to move past what's been holding him back. But I'm still not certain he's going to make it in time.
That's not for us to decide. Our role is to watch over and guide him, nothing more. I don't want you to do anything like that ever again.
Fine, fine. Setting that aside for now. I'm sure you've already sensed it, but there's definitely something inside that castle. That place is out of our jurisdiction, but I have a bad feeling about this one.
Me too. I suppose all we can do is point Laura toward it and hope she notices too.
Just because of the voice, I kind of hope this cat is Ren somehow. I don't think it is. I just want Ren to show up.
Keep up the good work.
I think that's all I want. Want to see Ein Selnate in battle? That was Kevin's boss, right? Like leader of the Gralsritter or something? What a view! Looking at the lake is like gazing into a vast mirror. I suppose that wharf you can see in the distance must be over in the Sutherland province. You can see the Saint's Castle way more clearly today, too. This is what Legram looks like on a clear day. It almost seems like we're in a different town. Well, both faces of the town have a place in my heart. I'm sorry for all the fuss I caused yesterday. You really did. However, you did what you did out of necessity, correct? Yeah, before yesterday, I'd never been able to recognize the truth behind my master's teachings. For crossing swords with your father, I was like, I finally realized what he wanted me to understand all those years ago. I see. In that case, I won't criticize what you did. I can understand that feeling, struggling forward even in the face of adversity. It seems the winds have granted you their blessing. Still, Reen, I think you owe us an explanation. What was that power you displayed during the duel? I've never seen its like. She's recognized lore-wise as like tied for the strongest person in all of Zimuri with one of the Anguis. Right. That's right. I did recognize it. I was like, this is Kevin. This is Kevin backstory. I recognize this from Einzelnate. It was so cool. Like, he suddenly turned into a whole different person. Almost like some kind of power that was locked up inside you came roaring out in one big flash. Yeah, I guess that's what it must seem like. There's some beast-like instinct sleeping inside me. When I completely lose control of myself, it just swallows me up, transforms me somehow. I've known about it ever since I was a kid, and all my life I've lived in fear of it, of that other self. Seems a strange burden to bear, something beast-like. I don't know, it seemed pretty cool. Besides, if it makes you even stronger, why not just be like that all the time? I wish it were that simple. Years ago, I first asked my master to teach me the way of the sword in order to suppress that power. I thought that if I could master the art of fighting, I could master my fear and quell those instincts. But I did nothing to solve the underlying problem, and eventually ended up having my training discontinued. Pretty pathetic, huh? Oh, Reen. You said that yesterday's duel helped you realize something, right? Right. I can't deny it up and down, but doing that doesn't change the fact that it's in there somewhere. And unless I can accept that, I won't be able to reconcile myself with the past, or really think about my future. I learned one thing about the series that is just like Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Power levels up shit. Man, DBZ Abridged was so good. I think they started doing some Dragon Ball Super Abridged. I never got around to watching those. I mean, that sounds so simple saying it now, but it took this long for me to realize it. Oh, yeah, I see. Trouble seems to seek you out, doesn't it? So you intend to accept your lot and move forward, even though the way is anything but certain? That's actually rather inspiring. I hope you'll tell Group B what you've shared with us. I think they'd be really glad to hear from you. I think I will. I feel like everyone's been worried after what happened at the old schoolhouse last month. Yeah, he kind of transformed in front of a lot of people, and then they never talked about it ever. They were like, cool. Next day. I heard the big news. You seriously dueled the Radiant Blade Master? Well, he was kind of enough to give me the chance to test my skill against him. The gap between him and me is so wide that calling it a duel is being generous. Don't sell yourself short. It takes some real guts to even think of trying to duel the Viscount. I know you've battled Sarah, and her strength is pretty intense, but he's on a whole different level. You can see he didn't achieve beginner rank in the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School for nothing. You're surprisingly well informed. That's a bracer for you. Well, the guild has pretty close ties with the 8 Leaves 1 Blade School after all. Anyway, let me get you those tasks for today. What do we got? Details unknown. Okay. Make an offering to Saint Sandlot. At the chapel. Okay. I was expecting there to be more, I guess. I am rather curious about this monster extermination request. Didn't want to overload you since I'm planning on giving you an extra task this afternoon. Sounds like this will be your last full day in the Gram, so I want to get the most out of you while I've got you here. Just studying under Cassius instead, right? Anyway, get on out there and do what you do. Since in waiting then. Great having you guys around. It isn't often I just get to kick back at the guild and take care of the paperwork. And hey, it even gives me time to take care of some other stuff too. Other stuff? Nothing too big. The guild branch over in Crosswell just dropped me a little inquiry relating to the Drake conference, actually. We're an international organization. That makes it easy to get the latest info, but it also increases our workload. I wonder he always seems to be on top of things. Is there a reason behind this lack of info? I just got the report this morning. Seems like they couldn't really tell what kind of monster it was, even with a clear look at it. What did the report say? It just said that they saw what looked like a large, ominous shadow. That doesn't really tell us anything other than a rough approximation of its size. Oh, well, who cares? Let's just head out there and beat it to a mushy pulp. I see Milliam's a real go-getter, regardless of the situation. If only we're also fearless. I'm leaving this one to you guys then. It's probably gonna be a pain in the ass, but good luck. Wonder if we'll meet more students. Because there's just only like 6. It could be. We only know of what, like 3? There's probably a whole bunch more in Ymir. That's where the school is, I assume. Church. It's up the hill. Ah. Hello. Have you grown accustomed to the gram? I have. Everyone's been so kind. The only thing I just can't get used to is Father Hamilcar's lackadaisical approach to his work. That's understandable. He has his good points, though. Really? I've yet to see him act like a responsible adult even once. Probably shouldn't be gossiping about this, though. Seeing you all came along because of my request. I'll need a number of items in order to make it. I'd like you to collect them for me. Let's do it. The custom here in Legram to hold a memorial service for Saint Sandlot and the Eisenritter each year. The period in which this service is held is coming up rather soon. The memorial service is held to mourn the brave warriors who gave their lives during the War of the Lions. Will the church be leading the service? The people here seem to have a strong belief in animism, so I wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Not quite. The church is just assisting with it. Animism has much deeper roots in the church here, so it's only natural that we respect that. Graham seems to be similar to Nor in that regard. Animism's just as widely believed over there as it is here. And yet despite that, both communities believe in the church's teachings as well. Well, the church has never once denied the existence of spirits after all. In my opinion, that's one of the reasons its teachings have spread across the continent like they have. I guess Adios has a big enough heart for everyone, huh? Quite right. Getting back on topic. I need some stuff. Making pretzels? Those bready braided things? That's right. However, the pretzels used for the memorial service are made to look like the spirit monument here in town. Yeah, that is, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 6 people that we know of so far. So you're talking about the unique looking monument in the center of town. Very same, the pretzels here are generally baked to be rather hard, so they'll last longer. It even said that the Eisenritter carried them onto the battlefield in their combat rations. I suppose it explains why you're giving pretzels as an offering then. Quite a fascinating historical tidbit. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a chance to see Erebonia's most time-honored pretzels. What ingredients do you need to get then? I almost forgot. I need you to collect 5 hardy powders, 5 clear gelatins, and a type of seasoning called white seed. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to beat up some monsters, right? Our household's head chef should have some on hand. Yeah. I probably have the other stuff already. I just need to get the white seed. I'm probably done. Before I do that, I'm gonna take a break. It's been like 3 hours since I've gotten up. I stretch my legs. All that good stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Took longer than expected. My roommate's like doing stuff and I was like helping him for a few minutes. With our kitchen sink. So. Yeah. Right, I need some white seed. I told him to do it himself. I mean, he is doing it himself. I just remembered I have like things to help, so I like handed them the things. He's like, it won't seal. The pipe's corroded and it won't seal. I'm like, well, I have sealing tape, so here. There's another bucket for more goop. It might not work. But we'll see. Alright, we need your seed. We need your white seed. Give me your white seed, Joseph. a plumber hire me. I don't even know. We would have to replace the pipe. Because it's like, it's not like the plastic tubing. It's the one behind it that's actually in the wall that's like corroding at the front. There's like a hole in the bottom of it effectively. We're just like, he's like, I don't know if this is going to reseal. It's just going to leak out. I'm like, oh, fuck. When it was just like, if it was just like the plastic pipe, I'm like, that's probably like $1. Just like get a replacement of those. But if it's like the metal one and going into the wall, it's like, that actually requires work. His solution mentioned is like you can just like cut it back and put a new threading on it, and then we just need a longer, was it PVC piping? Plastic parts. You just need like a longer one so that it connects properly. That would be the easiest way instead of like taking it out the wall and like going inside the wall would require insurance companies and stuff because there's asbestos in our walls, so we can't. So. Hello, everyone. I've never been a huge fan of pretzels. Surprised, to be honest. They're actually better than I was expecting. Tasty, filling, and free. Thinking that the Eisenritter may have eaten something like this to keep on fighting. It's kind of moving, really. Thank goodness. What do you think of them, Lady Laura? Oh, my apologies. I was so engrossed in the taste I forgot to speak up. They're delicious. If I hadn't seen you make them, I'd swear they came from the kitchen of a professional chef like Yosef. I'm not a fan of pretzels. I've had like larger, like soft pretzels I'm good with, but like you know, like the small like snack ones that you buy, I fucking hate those. If I was subbed, I'd unsub. Because we don't own the apartment, but talking to my landlord is such a fucking nightmare that if it's something simple, we'll just do it ourselves. Especially with the other shit that's going on lately that involves a shit ton of money. That I don't want to poke the bear. Where she's taking the brunt of some bullshit. I don't want to like poke the bear and have her be like, this is the last straw, you're paying for all this other stuff. So. But yeah, she's just like, she's a whirlwind of a human being to have a conversation with. It is the most disjointed, chaotic conversation you will ever have. It's so hard just to talk. Everything is so scattered all the time. And she seems to always be talking to like multiple people simultaneously, like in every scenario. And then when she isn't, it's like every thought she has, she'll like say half a sentence and then another thought comes in and she starts saying that thought. And it's just like, I think she must have ADD or something. Or ADHD. Because it's so hard to like keep track of what the hell we're even talking about. Especially if I'd be like, hey, something's damaged. And she'd be like, what happened? Who did it? All these things. And like, I can't even like explain. And then she'll just like constantly interrupt as I'm trying to explain. And I'm just like, fuck. So that's why I would rather not. Plus my roommate's pretty handy. He likes fixing things. So he might just fix it himself. Send her a letter? No, she just calls. And if I avoid her calls, she thinks something's wrong. So. There's literally no way around it. Why is this still... We're supposed to... I was not paying attention. I was like, you're just talking about pretzels. Am I supposed to give the pretzel to somebody? Oh, right, I gotta go to the statue, I guess. Now we just pray. Let's get our praying on. I was focusing so hard on being quiet and I'm holding my breath. How are you guys? Are you guys still going? It was a valiant battle to remain silent for even a single minute, but alas, victory remained elusive. Don't be too harsh on her. And then shall we make our way back to the chapel? Yeah, we should report back to Sister Theramis, just in case. I've done 2 playthroughs before, so I didn't remember what to do. Ooh! Celestial Balm X. I thought I was hearing some stuff. Probably just banging. All the fog on the highway is dissipated as well. So much easier to see. Holy, I could hardly see my hand in front of my face yesterday. At least we don't have to worry about getting lost. We may find alternate routes to the area that we missed. It's very likely we should keep an eye out for those while we're looking for the beast. In the game. Oh, I knew there was gonna be extra areas. I knew it. I noticed it through the fog. What are you guys talking about? Lammy can snap this log like a toothpick. Oh, she's not even in the current party. Yeah.
My turn. The advantage is ours. Go.
I have no CP.
Go! Gotcha! You're done!
Very well.
Here I go!
Of course. You still have a lot of training to do.
I'm awesome!
Lower does 2,000 just by default.
It's enormous. Stay on guard.
Surely this is weak of strike.
Oh, that one looks tough. This'll be fun!
It's like Chrono Drive.
I'll handle this. Now is our chance. Don't...
Here I go!
Double speed! Yeah, it's weak to strike. No, I mean not that weak, but
Get him!
My turn.
susceptible to strike.
Now.
Go!
Kinda hurt.
There! Go!
Gotcha!
Very well.
Ah, you're sealed. It's fine.
Yes, sir! There! No more chance! Take it down, Reed!
Leave it to me!
You bad guys better watch out!
I sure would. Now's the chance. Get him! Go! The second form. Yeah! Go!
Gotcha!
I'll handle this. He goes.
My turn!
the 8 leaves.
That should suffice.
Forgot about this article. Thanks. Apparently, Naruto no Kiseki does take place in the same universe as the other Kiseki games, and he's all like, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. You guys might want to play, get clues for the rest of the Kiseki series. All right.
Oh wow, there's a river out here.
I remember playing in this river when I was young.
Watch out, this is a tough one. My turn. All right, let's do this.
My turn. Blow him away!
My turn.
I'll handle this.
What are the winds? Quick aerial.
Arcus, activate.
Fool.
My turn.
I'll handle this.
Yes, sir! Now's our chance! You bad guys better watch out!
Oh, a treasure chest.
Nice. Dawn boots. Said 120? That was 140. Innovation. I guess anyone can take it. I'll give it to Emma, so that she doesn't have 0.
A challenging foe. We should engage it with care.
This might actually be a challenge. Good.
Go!
The implication of taking this raises so many questions. Wasn't that like the crossover thing you mentioned in the past?
Now's a chance!
Gotcha!
Very well. Now is our chance. Don't.
Gotcha! My turn! Get him!
Of course. We should keep going.
It sounds familiar, I just don't quite remember.
Very well.
How many are there? 2?
Now is our chance. Don't.
Gotcha!
My turn.
Never brought up any. Oh, okay. I felt like you'd maybe mentioned it to me. I was like, I don't quite remember this.
There!
Here I go!
Right. Huh?
My turn! Yeah! You didn't stand a chance!
Very well. I will serve as my turn. Now is our chance. Don't.
Gotcha!
Go!
Man, you really... I'm actually like struggling for CP with Reed since he doesn't have the CP quartz on.
Second form. Damn!
Here I go!
I really need it.
Right. Hey!
Oh. CP
Go.
slurp. I don't know what to do. I guess I could switch to Emma. Just switch to Emma.
Sorry.
I'll take it from here.
What are they weak to? Fire and earth. Earth it is.
Now. Oh, we should be safe now.
Nice.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
Yeah. Bow, bow.
Very well. I will serve as your. I'll handle this. Now is our chance. Don't.
Here I go! Get him!
Goddamn!
Okay,
We'll probably just kill it.
here.
Yeah.
We should be safe now.
Yeah, Force, it is a good one. Effectively gives you a CP battery.
Oh, it's so cool here you'd hardly believe it's summer.
The weather's pleasant today. A fine wind blowing too.
No!
Come, be careful, everyone.
My turn.
They were talking.
Now is our chance. Don't.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate.
My turn.
Of course.
Oh. She just
Let's
one
keep
shots.
going.
Okay.
Not bad.
Radiant Wings. Support self-strength and defense and insight. Up. Just arts and art defense down. Who the fuck cares about arts defense down? That's really fucking good. It kind of makes her master course redundant. It gives a lot of strength up though. But like, I almost feel like this would be better for Laura then. This is another one that has like a shit ton of strength on it. There's the speed. Oh, right, the hit like a truck, but never go. Nah. I mean, that would be good for, you know, now. Just farming easy shit. Just because, like, as far as I know, 50% is the highest buff you can get. So it's like, I have 4 turns where it's like kind of not optimal. Because like when, especially right now, when Eustace does his Noble Command, she's at 50% strength up. So it's completely unnecessary in strength up.
Let's get this over with. I'll handle this. Now is our chance. Don't.
Gotcha. Yes, sir.
Still, it's pretty good. Just on its own.
Blow him away.
Right. No escape. Evil will fall before my blade.
Don't have Vermilion or Oki yet. No. I don't think I'm gonna get like all the best stuff. That's like a new game plus
Is that a
thing.
treasure chest?
Fucking faint. Fine.
Now's our chance. Let's
I'll
smash
handle
him.
this.
You're kind of running low on CP. Just not bother with the
Blow him away.
the Noble Command.
My turn.
It's
Or
my
just
turn.
kills everything anyway.
Now.
Gotcha.
I'm so sorry.
We won, Emma. We won.
Right!
Yeah.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Shining a fancy shine. I don't know if anyone's wearing a shining though. Doesn't sound like something I would wear. It's a mech? We're fighting a mech? That must be the monster Toval sent us out here to take care of. Never seen anything like it. Is it even alive? Kinda looks more like some sort of machine. Any way you look at it, there's clearly something strange about that thing. Suppose that's why we've been sent to exterminate it. At this point, we can just go back. We can't just go back without finishing the job. Not that this matters. Yeah.
A worthy adversary.
I'll handle this.
What do we know? Not much.
Now is our chance.
My turn.
It's immense firepower. Well, it could be fainted, so.
Get him! Now's our chance! You're up, Emma! Leave it to me!
Right.
Can't believe Emma still doesn't have an S-craft.
Shatter! Now!
Yeah!
What? Oh yeah, elements are all the same, so. What about? No, it can't be nightmared. I don't think confuse will make a difference. Unless it stands there and does nothing. Crystal Flood it is!
My turn.
And burn? Burn it is!
Yes,
Oh,
sir!
frozen.
Now's our chance!
Of course. You still
Well,
have a lot of training
That
to
was
do.
really fucking easy. Yeah, you sent us after a monster, not a machine? I don't do machines. Is it dead? Seems more appropriate to say we destroyed it. I didn't get the feeling we're fighting a living creature. Mechanical monster. What's something like this doing out on a highway near the Graham? Might our intelligence division cadet be able to shed some light on this? You are the one with a mysterious mechanical companion, after all. That's a good point, actually. I don't think this thing's any relation of Lammy's. For one thing, it looks like it's made of metal. That's true. Aerogatlum and the combat shells we use in our practical exams seem to be made of some other substance. While they may be inorganic, the combat shells do have a certain kind of warmth to them. I don't see how that matters. They all seem suspicious. The Millium's probably right. This thing doesn't seem enough like Aerogatlum to link the two. Let's head back to the Graham. I have a feeling Tobal will want to hear about this as soon as possible. Maybe knows something about it himself. I also got a thing called, like, cross something. Cross Crusade. Oh, that's the attack all spell. I haven't seen the animation for it yet. I can't fast travel, can I? No. I didn't miss anything, did I? Yes, I know. Nah, we're good. Something seems amiss here. The town isn't usually this noisy. Huh? Looks like the liner's back at the harbor. But who are all those weird people around it? They look like soldiers from one of the provincial armies. It only seems that way. White and purple. I seem to remember seeing those colors back in Heimdall. I believe that combination of colors represents the La Mer provincial army. But La Mer's on the other side of the Empire. What business could their provincial army have in Le Graham? Hey, it looks like you're back. Oval? Do you have any idea what's going on here? Word on the streets is they requisitioned the liner from the wharf on the far shore. So why you're seeing La Mer's provincial army and not Sutherland's is still kind of a mystery. Apparently, though, some big shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak. Another noble visiting father? Who could possibly? This is a bit concerning. Well, if you're curious, why don't you go take a look for yourselves? Since you returned from the highway, that means you took care of that monster, right? Well, that is true. Actually, there was something we wanted to ask you about regarding that. Mechanical monster, you say? Toval? You have some idea as to what it might be? Well, I'm not sure, but I think I'll go have a look at what's left of it, just in case. Anyway, good work out there. Here's your reward. I'll leave checking out what's going on at the Viscount's mansion to you. Definitely seems like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right, we should go see what's going on at Laura's house. Yeah, okay. Those are all done. Where might you all of you be from? Our Lord happens to be visiting Viscount Arcade at the moment, so be sure not to disturb him. Not one step further, and I step further. How come in every situation like this, the soldiers are all dicks? Every single one of them is just like a massive
Strutting
asshole.
around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
Well, the assholes just as monkeys. I suppose. But, like, it seems unreal that every single soldier is a complete asshole. Like, every single one. You'd think we encounter at least one nice soldier. Regardless of who they work for. There's no need to be so hasty. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance might add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. I'm merely the lord of a minor rural region. That is something I cannot say. A rural region! Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. And while I'm sure you understand, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing, either. After all, neither of us want any trouble now, do we? And with that, I bid you a fond farewell. Oh, and my compliments on the excellent tea. I am honored, Your Grace. See ya. This seems sleazy. Oh, for sure. Why, if it isn't young Laura. And Eustace Alborea, too. It's a pleasure to see you again, Your Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. I must know him. Yeah, but look how tense they are. I wasn't expecting him to show up here of all people. It's Duke Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses and ruler of the port city of Ordis. His authority extends over the entire province of Lemaire to the west. I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future. For now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what have you here? So you're Thor's Military Academy's Class 7, huh? How do you... Tall man is shorter than the guy beside him. It's true. I didn't even notice that. Just happened to do a little leisure time reading on a class. Not a bad looking bunch, good. Enough of the chit-chat, His Grace awaits. Excuse us. Is he even tall? He might have been tall. Who are those men? They don't look like soldiers from a provincial army, that's for sure. They didn't seem to know about our class. I presume they're personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne. Mother, you needn't look so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. Same height as the Duke. The Duke looks pretty tall, too. I think everyone who's like guys his height is considered tall. Noble faction has begun acting in secret? Indeed, for the past month, they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all over the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. The intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start a full-scale conflict with the reformists. Seriously? Well, that's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne's basically the leader of the Noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a large conference in the near future to be attended by all members of the Noble faction. The Duke came all the way out here to insist that I attend. But father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. In the same way, he also kept space between himself and the reformists, preferring to remain neutral. However, they're convinced that all nobles should belong to the Noble faction as a matter of course. I've heard they've been quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction into their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all of this? I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alberea should lead the four great houses, but I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Who's this? If you don't mind my asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You need not worry about your family's allegiances. Lord Schwarzer is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I can't imagine that he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I see. I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. Hold for a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll be leaving Legram again on another of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness, but please tend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord. My lord. Wow, well that was sudden. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all the nobles who will remain neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, so as to prevent them being taken in by the noble faction's coercive methods. Father, prudent course of action, I think. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. Toval, what are you doing here? Ah, so you're here as well. Wouldn't miss the chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. Did you know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Berea? Wait, couldn't have. Did it belong to the Alberea family? Well, Rufus Alberea got into it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir of the Alberea family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on my trip. Well, it just so happens that these guys here brought me a pretty curious story. We've got confirmation that a mechanical monster appeared on the highway outside of the Graham. That's so. I believe this is the first time one's appeared since the counteroffensive Sir Cassius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? It was indeed. What a strange coincidence. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear. Laura's just standing there like, Father. 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 She's having thoughts and she's not saying them. Sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. Sorry, I can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we turn up anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. Alright, here's what I've got for you this afternoon. Could someone catch me the elusive gold salmon? Okay. When you finished up for the day, I'd appreciate it if you could head to the guild and file your reports. I left you a note on the counter telling you how to do it, nothing too difficult. Leave it to us. Just make sure to lock up before you leave. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. I wish you well in your studies. I hope you forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father, I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality and for agreeing to a duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You show great promise as a swordsman. I hope you'll continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will look past her uncouth father and continue giving her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Father, it would be our pleasure. She sure does seem popular with the girls, though. Pray you have a safe journey. Catch you later. Give my best to Sarah. Why must he always be so... Ugh. Honestly, you've got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell how you grew up like you did. Huh? Green's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life as a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that or feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof the daughter of the Arcade house has grown up sound in mind and body. Stop teasing me at once. Moving on. Topal has entrusted us with looking after the guild. We may have only half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill. Oh, look at her trying to change the subject. Wow. One additional quest. Alright, well, that seems like a good place to end to me for the day. Since it is a long weekend for us in Canada, I intend to play tomorrow morning instead of tomorrow night. So, if you enjoyed your time here, feel free to follow if you've not done so already. But until next time, thanks for hanging out.